I hope that you're doing well. We're going to do love readings. Now, I'm not a traditional person, so I don't do traditional tarot, and I don't do situationship, problematic, straight relationships that are monogamous and this way only. So, not saying that that's wrong. I will start with that type of reading, monogamous straight. Then I'm going into monogamous queer. Then I'm going into polyamorous, which I'm going to include queer and straight people because for the most part, if you're into multiple people, you have a setting that understands that people have all kinds of settings inside of them. And then I'm going to do single people that are truly like single. And then people that are in long-term relationships, married or committed. These committed relationships are considered to be monogamous. And so there's truth within them, okay? That's how we're going to do it today. I hope you enjoy it. I will be taking breaks. And here we go. If you'd like to honor my channel with a private reading, it's tarotdamore.com. If you'd like to tip, my Venmo is included in the description box. And please help me like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, because once I get to 500, that's my next goal. I would like to be able to monetize on YouTube and provide live readings to people, for, party on a Friday night or something, That's how we do it nowadays. Little tea, little tarot, little Lenormand. I grabbed the Lenormand deck. I have other decks, okay, that I'll be using. This is going to be for Taurus, and we're going to start with monogamous, straight, seeing someone, situations, not quite there, not in a committed relationship, but have someone on your mind, and they have you on your mind, on their mind, and it's just you two. Only interested in one person for Taurus at 242. Okay. Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Taurus's behalf. Let's see. We have the ring. Okay. The Tower. And the woman. The mature woman. In this situation, we have a monogamous woman who, the feminine, this is for monogamous straight couples. So this is someone who identifies as a cisgendered, perhaps non-binary femme, but this is a person who has, for Taurus, committed relationship on the mind or bust. Only that. And it's the feminine that has only that. And she's really putting it out there. Okay. Taurus, we have a long-suffering person here. This is the masculine. This person doesn't talk about that day, that dance, that setting, that maybe you smoked a cigarette together, maybe you had a drink together, maybe you looked at each other in a coffee shop far away. Maybe there was pizza involved. But that day is on their mind, and they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. They suffer through and push it down, and they say, forget it. Forget it. They also have, they also, thank you for the energy. They have issues with projection. So I was just called a loser in my comments. Great. Projection is projection, and understanding it as projection is protection. So in this situation, the person, Taurus, is your person. You're very clear. You're very straight and narrow, committed, or bust, nothing else. Empress energy. This is, boy, I really remember that time we had. I really remember that glance we shared. I really remember that moment. It's a specific moment. It's a small thing. And they think of it as like lucky. Oh, I was just lucky that day. So maybe this is a person that you ran into, you had chemistry with. But that's all it was to them, or so they say. Okay. They disregard their emotions. They don't face pain. They have a lot of pain, and they're not really available because they haven't faced any pain. So they're not going to be into what you're into. So consider it a passing glance. Move on. Any future people here? Can you describe a future person to me? Well, someone who has some wealth, prosperity, land, a home, a job. Someone who's solid, stable, someone who wants to be included, someone who's around. If they like saw you and your family out in public, someone who wants to be your friend. This is a very good energy. This is very jovial. It's lighthearted. It's stable. It's a middle ground. Not a lot of that going on right now, right? So it's very exciting, the future person. Once you're free of this attachment to somebody who was it was just in passing, okay? I'm sorry to break that to you. You're probably in love somewhere over here, but you're very hard set on this setting. So you'd have to thin out, just like it's gardening time right now. So thin out your plants. You have to thin out your dating options. And I know that was a good one, but grow something else. Grow with someone else. And that person is actually going to be very in the middle. Okay. Taurus, this is for you if you are monogamous and queer. All right. And that is at 7:57. All right. So what do we have for Taurus? Monogamous, queer Tauruses. It's going to be a long one today. On the feminine person, the person having feminine energy, the moon, the mice, and the coffin. So this person, it's very similar to the feminine in the straight monogamous type setting. Okay. I feel like y'all are kind of more stable than the straight monogamous type setting, because this person, so this could be like two men, two women, a man and a woman, but they identify as bisexual. The balance is here because this feminine is trying to get out of limerence. They're trying to escape. They know when they do it. They're like, oh, I'm doing it again. They're like, oh, I'm Disneyfying everything. I'm doing it again. And they're really working on this aspect of their heart. In the masculine side of this thing, you have somebody who's more gregarious, more fun-loving, acting a little immature, kind of like, I don't know what's up with them, but they'll still like talk to you maybe, or acknowledge you, text you here and there. Like this is not without, like the first setting was just stupidity. It was just, I'm so afraid of feeling that I'm not going to like say anything. And it was a ghost. That first one was a ghosting. This one's not a ghosting. I'm just
I'm really happy being single. I'm happy with my friends, and I keep it light and fun because that's what I got. I don't got anything else. And these people have my back. So it's more about loyalty than it is about intimate relationship, emotional connection. There is some. It's just maybe this person's going slow. Maybe this person's just living their best life. This person is not a bad person at all. I feel like the feminine here is really working on not pedestaling, not projecting their wishes or their emotional manipulations onto someone else. And this person ain't having it anyways. This person's like free of it. Okay. Polyamorous. Now, for polyamorous readings, again, Taurus, this is for your sign. I'm going to do everybody's queer here because polyamorous people, if they're straight, I would stay away from that, honestly. But if they're queer, they probably have some kind of idea or, you know, like most people are blended, you know, out of the closet, having some kind of feelings for both genders, right? So let's talk about it. It was at about like 11 minutes or so. This is for polyqueer Taurus. Polyqueer Taurus. And I'm going to do like multiple situations in that. Thank you for the likes. Hello, everyone. I'm going to do multiple situations in polyamory because that's kind of what we got. We got an anchor, maybe, or we got a polyace person, but we're going to get the main ideas here. This is going to be a feminine energy. The ship. Okay, so we have a traveler. We have a world traveler here. We have somebody who is very busy, always making new starts, new cities. They got a person in every city. Okay. And then they're following their dreams. So we have somebody who's very attractive. Everybody loves this person, except for this person is like not really interested in committing because they're committed to their dreams, and their dreams are quite lofty. So this person is kind of flaky maybe, or, you know, an airhead sometimes maybe, or sometimes they're very inconsiderate or they're very selfish, but also they're adorable and sweet and everybody loves them, and they keep it very light so that they don't hurt people truly. Okay. All right. The masculine is confused by this, wants to control it. I know this is what's coming through. The masculine is very dominant energy here. This is BDSM. This is somebody here who's a dom. So as far as an anchor goes, we have a light, free-spirited person here living their best life, but then has this shadow nighttime side with their dominant who really, really struggles actually with like general anxiety, ADHD. Okay. So this is for a Taurus. Another feminine energy could be somebody who is kind of maybe recently divorced, doesn't want people meeting their kids. Was happy in a relationship. They were kind of left out in the cold by somebody. Maybe they were cheated on or divorced suddenly or something like that. There's some kind of real pain there from a past relationship that was family to them. Maybe they lived with this person, or they were married to them, or they had children with them, and this person is just very, you know, abruptly left. But maybe they weren't seeing some things, or they weren't intuiting some stuff. Now, if you're the feminine connecting with this feminine, you're going to be in agreement with them, say, oh, you're going to be a good match because you're going to teach them feminine how to kind of like detach a little bit here. And they're going to teach you how to maybe like value and root down in your situations better. So this is a very beneficial relationship. Poly for Taurus we're on, and I'm doing the second masculine. The garden The woman, the heart. Okay, so this is definitely a lesbian relationship. So there is somebody who is very, very good at being queer, out, open, a really good representation, and they love purely. They have a huge heart. They might be adopting a lot of kids. You might be or foster parent or animals. They might be really into animals and adoption, or work for, you know, the shelters in your area. So this person is very active in the act of love. This person is a love worker, not an energy worker, but a love worker. That's kind of nice. It's not a sex worker, it's a love worker. They work in the spirit of love. They might be a very like an influencer. You keep this separate from these situations. You keep separate. This is not an anchored Taurus poly, okay? This poly Taurus has these option types, okay? So these are maybe some people that you're connecting with if you're poly and Taurus. So let's see. One more femme would be somebody who is working on their career. They're a climber. They're very ambitious. And you like that. You like that because they're the ones paying for your trips, aren't they? Sounds like a fun deal. They're very lucky too, and they've been given a lot, so they feel the need to heal by using their power. This is a good snake. I also feel this one's feminine. It could be a masculine though. It could be a masculine with some feminine traits, and like I'm sensing like they have like a really immense skill at something. So like they can program really well, or they're on top of crypto or whatever this is. This is a very advanced financial mind and abundant mind in it. Like this person is sapio, but they love your free spirit. You know, you give them, you know, that kind of energy. And once again, this dom that you're so into knows about everybody perhaps, but maybe they don't know about it. No, because they're confused. So no, they don't know about it. You don't tell them about none of this. Okay. Other masculine energy. Communicator. Someone who's changing communication. Somebody who wants to just be friends, who wants to get out of it. Okay. So there's a masculine here who's like, I wasn't ready for all this. I don't really understand it. And you like hanging out with them. They're a fun, chill vibe. You give them a call here and there and talk about records, or talk about, you know, something that you have a common interest with. That's how I show. That's what I show for you. Okay. That wasn't too hard. This is all new, so I hope you're enjoying it. Let's do single Taurus. This is for Taurus who's totally single, has no one in mind. And pretty much the question is like, who's coming towards this single person, if any at all. Maybe this Taurus is not open for that. 1851. Okay. Single Taurus. Single Taurus. Single Taurus. I'm being silent with my prayers. I want to like, I don't want to keep repeating the prayer over and over, but you get it. You get me. You blessed. All right. The bear, the sun, and the young woman. Taurus, this is like someone who's dog paddling or treading water right now. Just really focused on their long-term financial future. They're focused on taking care maybe of their parents or their kids. They're focused on keeping a clean house. They're focused on going outside, living a basic lifestyle of happiness and purity. Like this person is pure. Obviously, they're single. All right. Oh, there's gonna be a new person, a new dreamboat coming in. I don't make this stuff up, you guys. I don't make this stuff up. Single Tauruses, you've got a new person coming towards you. And they are good. I don't make that up. I will call a bitch out, okay? I will cut somebody. But this is a new start with someone you dream about, and they're mature and they got some money. And if you have kids, they don't care. And if you have parents that are aging, they're like, I like that about you. You take care of people. This person might volunteer. This person might be of great just vitality. Like, I'm just getting this like really, really good high vibe from this person. Okay. So single Tauruses, look, I mean, go to a grocery store, volunteer, go to the library, go to museums, but be outgoing, you know, start a conversation, go have some coffee, get a tattoo. There's places where you can meet good people, okay? There's places where you can meet good people, quality people. This is a quality person, so you'll find them. Go to like the best grocery store in your area, the most expensive one. Go to like, you know, and treat yourself while you're there. And then you might find, they said if you do that, don't leave things on the stove or in the, like if you leave your house, please don't like cook unless you're safe, like a slow cooker or something. Don't leave the stove on. I don't know why I heard that. Anyways, that's a basic, guys. All right. I'm just getting the energy around this. Oh, this is a person that sees like how much healing you've done. You both kind of recognize each other, like, oh, you've been so strong. Good job. Like, you both see it in each other's work. You both see each other's worth. I just got a really big craving for yogurt. I don't have any. Somebody send me some. I could manifest a yogurt, I bet, through like a DoorDash. Magic. Okay. Oh, there's been a backing away. Maybe this person backed away. Oh, it's not over, okay? Okay, Taurus, no matter what you think, you might even know who I'm talking about. You're like, Grace, that didn't amount to anything. That doesn't mean anything. That's nothing. This person sees your strength, sees your healed abilities, watches you. They will come back. It's not over. This is a loose end. They don't know how. They don't have the tools to do it. Is this permanent? Is this permanent that they're staying away? Because they don't think they have the tools to come towards you? Because I've seen the world reverse. It's an unfinished business. They know, they feel it. Are they going to finish? Queen of Cups. They said one more. Okay. No, not that one. One more, please. I promise I'll sit up straight. One more. They said not that one. They're trying to probably bring that one back around, huh? Watch the slow-mo. See if it's the same card, guys. Just kidding. I would love to have a tarot analyst, though. That would be super cool. Oh, man. This person is going to try to maybe buy your love. So, I mean, you're a Taurus. You might let them. They might try to take you out to a fancy dinner or, you know, something really nice. You might be demanding that. Like that might be your little devil is saying, well, I mean, if you want this empress taming the beast with her amazingness. I'm saying that this is usually masculine and feminine. Whoever the feminine is like really working hard on their life. The masculine is work heavy, like they're very workaholic type. They might be a king of swords. But that's not a bad thing. It's just somebody who's very stoic. And stoicism isn't bad. It's not mean. It's more real. But you give them a little touch of like, that's nice. And they keep thinking about that. That's nice. That's nice. I like feeling that. And so they might try to use you as their therapist, bosom buddy, you know, a little hug, cuddle therapy. They might try to pay you for sex. They might just, this person might think that sex is their emotional world only. Okay. This person might be like someone who is a veteran or somebody who has like experience in police work, or they're just very like compartmentalize the sex and emotion go into the same thing, and everything, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit much. And you help them like blur lines and bend things. They might also accuse you of bending the truth. All right, let's do long-term, committed, married Tauruses. Long-term, committed, married Tauruses. If someone else comes up, that means it's cheating. Okay? These are not poly relationships. This is not agreed upon. It's not an open marriage. This is a long-term, committed marriage till death do us part, sickness and health, etc. Saint Michael, please protect Taurus. Virgin Mother, please understand Taurus's behalf. I hold marriage very sacred. That's why I'm not married, because I believe that it's real, and I believe that it's a spiritual ascension of sorts. And if you're not ready for it, obviously it's not going to work. So marriage material is one thing, but being married is quite another. I've never been married. I've been in long-term relationships and never gotten married because they're not ready. I'm not ready. They're not ready. Whatever. You two, who I'm reading for, are ready. Okay? You're in it. You pulled the trigger. You did it. Okay. Communication. Oh, okay. Okay. So there's something financial going on. Maybe it's the care of your parents. There's a big elephant in the room that you're not talking about with your person, and you need to, okay? Taurus, married Tauruses. You need to talk about this. You need to, and I just unplugged my ear, like I swallowed and my ear opened up a whole new world. This is about a conversation that needs to be had. Crossroads, scythe, and house. Crossroads, scythe, and house. I just got another additional note too. This could be for someone who's in a committed situation even. Like, I'm committed to the care of my parents. I'm committed to the care of my child. I'm committed to my siblings. I'm committed to my cousin. Whatever this is. Okay, this is long-term committed. That might be included in here because that's love too. Lots of love there. I'm hearing The Path Unwinding. What is that song? This person is having an identity crisis of sorts about where to live, about the mortgage. This might be you two having a hard time affording the mortgage, saving for a house. Maybe this person is content where they are and they don't want more. Maybe they've given up on the white picket fence idea. Maybe they've changed their mind. Maybe they want to move. There's a distance here between you and your person about where you're living situations. This could be a living situation between you and them. This could be a living situation for your parents. It could be a living situation for your kids. Are they going off to college, etc.? Let's get a little bit more information here. What is the bear? What are we talking about more specifically? It's a team item. You do it out of love. You might not even, you might just need always to be like, oh, well, I'm here because I love them. What is the cross then? This deck is resisting today. No, and I'm not taking that kind of a weird flyaway. I don't take flyaways that happen over the top due to bad aim. It just, every reader has a way of how they take messages, you know. There, I guess that was pretty pathetic and weak. I'm tired. I'm too tired. Someone here has maybe like chronic fatigue or a health issue even. That could be it. That could be it. That could be like, it might be, and actually if this is you in this situation, I'm feeling cacao, like a cacao ceremony. I'm feeling healing. Somebody here might have cancer right now. And that might be the big financial to-do. That doesn't mean that's you necessarily, okay? But that's what's coming through as the most important person in this that I'm reading for. This is a person that's really meditative, really devoted to friends and family, really lets things go, very forgiving, very humble, really worried about money. Well, it's a Taurus, you know. Okay. This person is very direct, very communicative, very passionate. They might be, if you see them going off into the corner or maybe like escaping into video games or finding their hobbies more than you, that's what they're choosing. They're not choosing love. So you need to have a conversation about that. Yeah. Yep. That's somebody who's avoidant. It's time to come together. It's time to sit down before it becomes a problem. Truth. Ace of Swords. You need to have a talk. You need to confront the situation before it becomes a problem. They're avoiding you. They changed their mind. You're excellent. You're a good person. You're doing what you want. You're not dependent on them. They're just cold. This person's an introvert. Introversion is like a disease to me. It's like going into the fetal position and doing nothing. You have to do therapy with little babies to get them to like stretch out, you know? That's scary for a little baby. This person's in their infantile stage. They don't have they're frightened of simple things. They're afraid of everything. Every conflict, they're very non-confrontational. So the way that they confront that is through their communication style in what they're good at, or the games that they play, or what they do at work. And they use that as a crutch to stay away from this conversation that's looming. Okay, hopefully that helps you. Long-term Taurus says, I didn't write the fucking timestamp. That makes me mad. Gemini, 34 minutes. I think I should break these down into like pieces. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll come back. This is, I'm going to label this one different. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do Gemini next. I'll be right back. Okay? Ciao. Thanks for watching.